Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Henry, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 10, Titans nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's a gain of
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
At the 10-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And a Steeler 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
Anthony McFarland. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Chris Boswell.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Undercrunch. Switch. Tight dog. Safe.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Steelers' 44-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Ben to throw again. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Steelers 16, Titans 6.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Johnson now returning. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right there. 54.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Interception.
You're going to be laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
That's good.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Evans. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Evans, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
That's the reason we bought for.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Harold Landry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Pittsburgh.
23 yards on the play. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On play action, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Play recovered by Pittsburgh.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Final score.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So this one in the win column.